rotate my phone. Hi everybody. I'm live. Sorry, I'm a little late. Let me adjust the lighting a little bit. It's a little too bright. Okay, that's good. I'm a little late because I had to go to the post office and mail out the sampler packs because people are requesting samplers of ketones. So today we're going to talk about what do I eat on a keto or low carb diet. I feel like this is so bright. What do I eat on a keto low carb diet? Here's a list of what you shouldn't eat, right? I will tell you, let me talk to you about what keto is, and excuse me because I have my computer with my notes, right? Yes, I have my computer with my notes. So let me tell you what keto is, because a lot of people are like, well, I want to do the keto diet, but what is it exactly? Is it just like Atkins, right? I was a little confused too when I first started because I still kind of think like, oh yeah, it is like Atkins, but not really. It's a little bit different. I'm going to explain how. So the ketogenic diet, which is keto for short, is a low carb, high fat diet that offers many health benefits. It has benefits against diabetes, cancer, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's disease, which is great. Okay, the basics: very low carb, just like I said, similar to Atkins and low carb diets. It involves drastically reducing carbohydrate intake and replacing it with fat. So instead of having your carbs like your bread, your bagels, right? You're replacing it with fat instead. And then this reduction in carbs will put your body into a metabolic state called ketosis, right? So you want to be in ketosis because ketosis is when your body starts to burn fat, okay? And that's when you start to lose the weight, right? So you want to be in ketosis. And your body becomes incredibly efficient at burning fat for energy. And it also turns fat into ketones in the liver, which can supply energy for the brain, yes. It can cause significant reductions in blood sugar and insulin levels. This, along with the increased ketones, has health benefits, obviously, of course. And there's all different types of ketogenic diets. So there's like the standard ketogenic diet, which is pretty much what I do. It's a very low carb, moderate protein, and high fat, usually 70% fat, 20% protein, and only 10% carbs, okay? There's also the cyclical ketogenic diet, which involves periods of higher carb refeeds, such as 5 ketogenic days followed by 2 high carb days. I don't do that one, no. Then there's the targeted ketogenic diet, which allows you to add carbs around workouts. So if you're working out, you might need to add in some carbs because you're doing a lot of working out. Then there's the high protein ketogenic diet. So that's similar to the standard ketogenic diet, but you're gonna add more protein. So you're gonna have 60% fat, 35% protein, and then 5% carbs, okay? And then only the standard and the high ketogenic diets have been studied extensively. And then the cyclical or the targeted ketogenic diets are more advanced, and those are usually used by bodybuilders or athletes. So we don't really want to use those unless you're a bodybuilder or an athlete. It's perfect for you. So what is ketosis, right? Because when I started this, I'm like, what the heck is ketosis? Why do I need to be in ketosis, right? What does that mean? So it's when your body uses fat for fuel instead of carbs, right? You know how you just like, you'll eat a bagel and then like 10 minutes later you want to crash. You want to just take a nap, right? That was me, right? I wanted to eat a bagel and then I wanted to go take a nap because I was just so tired. So this time your body is burning fat, okay? Instead of burning the carbs. And looking through my notes, sorry. Yeah, so so you're gonna limit your carb consumption to around, I do 20 carbs a day, okay? And you wanna fill up on fats, such as meat, fish, eggs, nuts, and healthy oils, okay? And it's important to moderate your protein consumption because protein can be converted into glucose. in high amounts, which may slow your transition into ketosis, just so you know. So be careful with that protein consumption. This is why I do intermittent fasting, because it can help you get into ketosis faster. Yes. There are many different types of intermittent fasting, and I think I've done practically all of them. But the most common method involves limiting food intake to around 8 hours a day. That's what everyone's been talking about, the 16-8, right? And then fasting for the remaining 16 hours. I pretty much do that Monday through Friday. So 8 p.m. I stop eating, and then I don't eat again until 12 p.m. the next day. But I have my ketones in the morning in my drink, in my water, and then I have my bulletproof coffee in the morning. Okay. They have those tests, the blood, urine, and breath tests that can show whether or not your body is in ketosis. I don't really use those. But the way you can know that if you're in ketosis is that you'll have increased thirst, you'll have dry mouth, which happens to me a lot, you'll have frequent urination, that's me, and you'll have decreased hunger or appetite. So that's when you know you're in ketosis. You don't need to buy those fancy tests unless you want to, you can. And then this is an effective way to lose weight and lower your risk factors for disease. And the diet's so filling that you can lose weight without counting calories or tracking your food intake. I don't track my calories, all right? And tracking my food intake, sometimes I do. I just make sure that I'm not eating too much protein, because then that's going to convert into sugar into my body, and I don't want that. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to tell you. It can help with diabetes as well. I'm not going to get into too much info on that right now, but it can help with, it's beneficial for heart disease, people who have heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, polycystic ovary syndrome, brain injuries, right? And here are the foods that you need to avoid, right? Because any food that's high in carbs should be limited. You need to avoid sugary foods, such as soda, fruit juice, smoothies, cake, ice cream, candy, all the sugary foods you want to eliminate. Grains or starches, wheat-based products, rice, pasta, cereal. Fruit, all fruit except berries, like in small portions, like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, like that you can have in a small portion, like a quarter cup for breakfast. Beans or legumes, right? Kidney beans, lentils, chickpeas. I think I put an infographic and it had peas on it, but I think they mean the sugar snap peas are okay. Root vegetables and tubers, so potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, parsnips, new, low-fat or diet products. So you don't want to get the low-fat mayonnaise. You don't want to get the low-fat sour cream. You don't want to get any of the low-fat salad dressings, because you need the fat, okay? And the condiments that are low-fat. And then some condiments or sauces you should eliminate, like barbecue sauce, honey mustard, teriyaki sauce, ketchup. You can get ketchup as long as it's a sugar-free ketchup. Unhealthy fats like the processed vegetable oils, and I use mayonnaise. So mayonnaise is it says it's unhealthy, but I do put mayonnaise and sour cream, like when I make a dip. Alcohol. You want to limit your alcohol consumption. So beer, wine, liquor, mixed drinks. I don't drink anymore, so that's not a problem for me. Sugar-free diet foods, because sometimes it'll have like, what's it called, sucralose, and I think it's called maltodextrin in there, and that can stall your weight loss. So those sugar-free foods, like you see those Russell Stovers and candies, chocolate candies, sometimes those are not the best thing to have. So sugar-free candy, syrups, puddings, sweeteners, desserts. Yeah, you wanna, limit. You can do it, but don't do it all the time. That's my suggestion. Foods that you should eat. You should base the majority of your meals around these foods. Meat, red meat, steak, ham, sausage, bacon, chicken, and turkey. Fatty fish, salmon, trout, tuna, and mackerel. Eggs, I eat a lot of eggs every day. And I do the organic eggs. I don't think I have the package out, no. So I do organic eggs. And then butter and cream, grass-fed butter and heavy cream. I showed you earlier in my little video, I have the heavy whipping cream that I put into my coffee. Cheese, unprocessed cheeses like cheddar, goat, cream, blue, or mozzarella. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. Like the other day I told somebody, they were asking about nuts, and I said, guess what? Last night I had half a bag of cashews and I did not gain 1 pound the next day, not even one. So you know how they always say, oh, you should limit how many peanuts you eat. Not true. So I had half a bag, and it was a pretty big bag of cashews. I just decided, I'm gonna snack on this. You know how you just have the craving to snack on something? Late at night, that's me. And I decided I'm gonna snack on some cashews because that's, you know, a healthy fat. And I didn't gain any weight, which is great. And then you also want to have the healthy oils like extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, and avocado oil. So when I was doing those truffles, I was spraying avocado oil. I also have like the coconut oil in a spray where I will spray with that. Avocados, whole avocados, or freshly made guacamole. Low carb veggies, green veggies, tomatoes, onions, peppers. Like I have cucumbers every day. I have bell peppers every day. Tomatoes, you want to watch with that because sometimes the carb content is kind of high. Condiments, you want salt, you want pepper, you want herbs, you want spices in your food. You want a little bit of sodium, right? Electrolytes, I always put electrolytes in my water too. So for example, if you were to eat for a day on the ketogenic diet, you want to have, this is what I have. Well, it depends. So if you're intermittent fasting and you don't want to eat breakfast in the morning, then you can just have if you have your ketones, you have ketones, right? If not, then you make your coffee with MCT oil. You make it with MCT oil, or you could do it with butter, right? But if you do the MCT oil, then it's going to put your body in ketosis, and that will help burn fat. Then at noon, so if you're intermittent fasting, then you wouldn't have breakfast. And then at noon, you would have, I would have eggs, like hard-boiled eggs. I would have cucumbers, bell peppers sliced up. I would have a dip with sour cream and mayonnaise. I would have some nuts. I would have maybe a slice of cheese, maybe some pepperoni or turkey, like deli meat to go with that, and a pickle. I always add a pickle for the electrolytes. For dinner, it's really up to you what you want to do. I mean, as long as you have your protein, right? Like I like to make the grass-fed ground beef, like a taco, but without the shell, obviously. I put it on some greens. I have the taco meat. I don't have that much of it. And then I'll have like cheese, sour cream on top, guacamole, jalapenos, because I like spicy stuff. So that would be like my dinner. That would be a simple dinner. I did put a meal plan in there, right? I put a meal plan in there so that you could look and see. And I'm trying to post recipes in there for you every day. So I'm trying to get better at posting like a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner every day. And I have recipes in the guide section. So if you go to the guide section, that's where all the recipes are, okay? Yeah, cream cheese is good too. Like if you want to have stuff with cream cheese, that is always good. Like if you slice up some bell peppers and then you put cream cheese on it, and I have like that seasoning. I love the seasoning. I'll show you. Which is the everything but the bagel season, but I get it at HEB. So it's called Bagel Not Included. They had to change the name. I usually get it from Walmart, but my husband found this gigantic one, which I love. So I was like, yes, honey, found it. And then I do I'll tell you what I was snacking on last night. So this is what you could snack on, like dry roasted almonds with sea salt. I was snacking on these last night. Very good, right? And I had some of these. So these are the Lily's dark chocolate chips, right? And they're sweetened with stevia. You can find these at Walmart. I found them at my grocery store. Where else have I found them? Probably like Whole Foods. You could find them there. So these are good healthy snacks. And then your sweeteners, right? Let's talk about sweeteners real quick. Stevia. There's another one. Oh. And the Lily's chocolates. There's so many different varieties, right? Oh, but like the sweeteners, like I haven't even opened these because I use like this in my coffee. Sometimes I'll sweeten it with like the stevia, the liquids like a squirt. Got that at Walmart, love it. This is good like for baking, like recipes. It's called Swerve. Can you see it? Swerve. It's like a sugar substitute. And then see, I got this at Big Lots. I still haven't used it yet. 0 net carbs, low glycemic, vegan, monk fruit sweetener. I heard this is really good. I haven't, I think I've used it before, but I haven't used this package yet. Brand new. I'm always like on the hunt for keto stuff, right? So this, and I always have like unsweetened cocoa powder. Like if I want to put that in my coffee, I have that too. I don't see, I wish some of you were on. So like if there were questions, I like to make fat bombs too. Like, so healthy. So let's talk about healthy keto snacks. So the healthy keto snacks would be like fatty meat or fish, cheese, nuts or seeds, which I just showed you the nuts, olives, hard-boiled eggs. They have those keto-friendly snack bars, but I haven't really had any that are that delicious. Those I'm kind of eh. It says 90% dark chocolate, but I only do Lily's. Bell peppers and guacamole. Strawberries and plain cottage cheese would be a good snack. Celery. I like the celery. I cut it up and then I put cream cheese on it and then I put that bagel seasoning on. It's really good. They're saying celery with salsa guacamole here. Beef jerky. Oh, I have a great snack that, I don't know if you've heard of these, but these are really good. Okay, so for example, if you have a Slim Jim, it's really, you have to look at the ingredients because I think this has, I'm trying to look at the carbs. It's not that bad, I guess. This one has 5 carbs, so if you want to have, like, this is like one of those really big ones too. It's 14 grams of protein and 5 carbs. I like these because it has 0 sugar and 0 carbs. Imagine that. I got these at the grocery store. They have all different flavors. I think this was just smoked sausage. These are good snacks to have. And then I like these too, the Wisps, right? Wisp Parmesan flavor. I have, oh, and then these are good too. So you have like the moon, have you ever had this? Pretty good. The moon cheese cheddar, it's very good. I like it. So these are like good healthy snacks to have when you're on keto. Of course, you can also have your, and I haven't really had it. Oh, here's another one. The smoked shorty sauce. These are shorty sausages. Okay, so that's another brand. Duke's is pretty good, I believe. Let me make sure this one doesn't have any sugar in it. Yeah, less than 1 carb. With 1 gram of total sugar, 7 grams of protein. No MSG, no gluten, no nitrates. So this would be a good keto snack too. Haven't had it in a while. Pork rinds. That's a good snack if you like pork rinds. Let's see. The only thing is you might want to watch the sodium in this one. See, this one's salt and vinegar. You see, I haven't even opened it. I got it at the Dollar Tree. That's why I love the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some good stuff. And I think you can find these at the Dollar Tree too, the Slim Jims. But the only thing is that's 5 carbs. I think, I'm trying to see if there's any other snacks that I usually have. I usually have like a bar of like those little cheddar cheese snacks or string cheese. You know, those are always good snacks too. So I just want to show you these real quick. And what else? But I do have meal plans that I put in there. And what I was thinking about doing, because we're going to have the 60-hour, right? We're going to have the 60-hour reboot. But I was thinking about doing one like over spring breaks for the 10-day challenge because I have people buying that. And I just got mine in the mail today, right? So I'm going to open it up and I'll show you what's in it. What is in the 10-day challenge. Because if you want to try ketones, right? it says it's for 10 days, but they're trying to get you to drink ketones twice a day. And sometimes I do, a lot of times I do, but you don't need to. You do not need to. You can do 1 ketone a day, right? You can do 1, so I'm opening it up. Look at all, you get 20. So this will last you 20 days, right? And they have, okay, so if it's colored, it's caffeine. If it's white, it doesn't have caffeine in it. So it's a mixture of both, a mixture of ones that have caffeine and ones that don't. So what I've been doing lately is I'll have one of these in the morning, right? And then I'll have this, like the caffeine-free after lunch. So caffeinate it in the morning and then the caffeine-free after lunch to give me more energy. And I kid you not, I'm not sleeping 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. I don't need it. I'm too like high energy now. And I know that there are people that are struggling like with depression and anxiety, and I did talk to somebody in the group who is going through that kind of situation, maybe because I mean I've been divorced. I've been through a nasty custody battle, right? I probably shouldn't be talking about all my personal stuff, but I will. I was super depressed, right? When I was going through my divorce, I had really bad anxiety, like panic attacks. It was so bad. And I was on, before I got divorced, in the marriage, I started to take antidepressants because my ex-husband was really abusive, emotionally, verbally, and physically. So I started to take antidepressants. And then once I got out of the marriage, I was still like so depressed. And then I haven't taken antidepressants in many, many years. But when COVID happened, right, over the summer, from like spring break through the summer, I just, I started to take antidepressants because it was just, I was freaking out about the whole situation. But once eventually I weaned myself off, but it's like I feel like ketones, it puts me in a way better mood, like my energy, that's my opinion. I feel like it's better than the antidepressants I was on, and I was on antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication. This, I feel like my mood is boosted so much, like I'm way happier, like happy to get up every day. I feel like I don't have to sleep as much. So there's, you know, the ketones, when you start to burn fat in your body instead of carbs, your mood is going to be boosted, and like they said, it will help your brain too. So this is, you know, the brain fog disappears, which is fantastic. I feel like I have more creativity, like the creative juices are flowing, right? All the time. Yes. I'm trying to think what else I didn't talk about. Okay, so the electrolytes, oh, and this is the 60-hour, right? I kind of went over this the other day. So we're going to have our 60-hour reboot soon, and for example, in the morning, so it's going to start like Sunday night, right? I think it's March 14th. So Sunday night, you stop eating at 8 o'clock, right? You take your 3 vitamins for the evening to help you go to sleep. There's an instruction manual here too, where is it? That will help you. It's in here somewhere. That's not it. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, so you have an instruction manual that will tell you, okay, what do I do again? You have your 3 Sunday night. You don't eat. Then the next morning, after 8 p.m., you don't eat. Then the next morning, you'll take your Lime Time ketones, right, with your electrolytes. I have a whole package of I put electrolytes in my drinks all the time. With your electrolytes. Then you'll have your lunch, which is usually some type of broth, okay? You'll have your broth. This one, I changed it out for salted caramel because I like the flavor of this one a lot. Then after that, you have your caffeine-free NAT, right, ketones. Then for dinner, you have your broth again. Simple, right? Then and then in the morning, I forgot to say that, in the morning when you wake up, you take 2 of these vitamins in the morning before you start drinking your ketones. So that's the first day. Then at night, same thing, three vitamins that you take. In the morning, 2 vitamins. Then you do the NAD again, the ketones, right? I think it comes with heart tart. Let me see. Then you have this in the morning, your heart tart flavored, with your electrolytes. They don't have the flavored electrolytes. They give you the plain ones. I switch it out. Then after that, you're going to have your caffeine-free ketones. Oh no, we have the broth, sorry. You take this, then you have the broth, right? Then you have the caffeine-free ketones. Then you have the broth for dinner, right? Then you have your 3 vitamins for dinner, for after 8. Whenever you go to bed, 30 minutes before you go to bed, I have something in my throat. Hold on. Ketones in my water. Anyway, so you go to bed, you take your 3 vitamins. You get up in the morning, you take your 2 morning vitamins. Then this will break the fast. And this has the ketones in it. This, I love this flavor. I just ordered this one. It's orange dream. Oh, it's so good. It's like a cafe Americano. When you put it in the coffee, I put mine in the coffee, I blend it in the blender. No, and you don't really even need cream, right? I'll put a little heavy no, sometimes I put heavy whipping cream, sometimes I don't. I blend it in the blender. It's like a cappuccino, like an orange cafe Americano cappuccino that maybe you would get at Starbucks for like $9, and you're getting it here. So delicious. So then you break your fast with this. Then you eat like a big protein type of meal, like eggs, right? Scrambled eggs, bacon, right? And then you make sure that you're gonna measure yourself, like your neck, your arms, your bust, your chest, your hips, your thighs, your ankles, your calves. Your ankles, not your ankles. You're gonna measure yourself everywhere. Like, I have a chart, okay? I'm losing my mind. I have a chart where you measure your neck, and then you measure your arms, right? And then your bust, your waist, your hips, your thighs, your calves, okay? Because you're gonna lose inches when you do this 60-hour. I know that they're sold out right now. I think I had a nut or something. It's like in my throat. I know that they're sold out with this, but if you buy the 10-day pack, which is 20, it's 20 ketones in here. This is for 20 days. This will last you almost a month, right? So if you get this on Smart Ship, and because this happened to me last month, they sold out of the reboot. And I was like, no, I have to do the reboot. So I paired it with this on Smart Ship, and guess what? I got it before they were gonna do the reboot. So if you pair it with the 10-day challenge, you'll be able to get it. And I think you get $20 off. Yes, you get $20 off. So instead of this being $99, it's $79, right? And then this is, I believe this is $99 if you get it on Smart Ship. If not, I think it's more. So, and then you're probably freaking out. Oh my God, that's so expensive. That's how I felt too. I was like, there's no way. There's no way I can afford this stuff. Are you crazy? You're out of your mind. I'm a full-time teacher. I'm the breadwinner of my family. I cannot afford this stuff, okay? There's no way. But this is what happened. I stopped going to Starbucks, right? Saved money. No manicures, no pedicures. I don't go to expensive salons to get my hair cut. This is from, I should forget the name of it. I don't know, it's a cheap haircut place, but the lady did a great job. I dye my own hair. I'm not gonna pay to get my hair dyed, $100, forget it. So I'm saving $100 right there. Probably $200. If I were to get my hair colored and cut at a fancy salon, it would probably be $150 to $200. Forget it, I'm not doing that anymore. Manicures, pedicures, $30, right? Okay, there's let's say $230 I just saved for the month. And then I'm not going to Starbucks every day. Say it's $9 for a drink, 5 days a week. That's $45. So I'm saving $300, $400. Like I said in the other video, I was telling somebody, I can't afford these ketones, they're so expensive. Somebody commented in the chat, and they said, oh my gosh, it's for wealthy people. Wealthy people can afford it. And that was my mentality too. Like when I said, you know what? I'm at a stall. I'm not losing weight anymore. And then once I did this, right? And I lost 3 pounds and 4 inches, just 60 hours, right? Then I was like, okay, there's something to this, right? The ketones, it's helping me, and I never regained the weight back, okay? I have not regained the weight back. So I only started this in December. I do this once a month, because I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, 60 hours, you're insane. Sometimes I don't go the full 60 hours. I shouldn't be telling you that, but I think the first time I stopped at 45 hours. The second time I did go to 60. And then the third time I did go to 60, because I wanted to make sure, okay, is it gonna make a big difference if I go 45 or if I go 60? I still lost the same amount of weight. I lost 3 pounds every time I did it. And I lost 4 inches. And you see the pictures, because in December, I was like this. And then my stomach and my waist just shrunk, like it got sucked in. I was just, and somebody else said, oh my gosh, you got a tummy tuck. No, I did not get a tummy tuck. I'm not kidding you. Like, I have had the hardest time getting rid of my baby, like, because I had a baby 3 years ago, right? And you've seen her in the videos. And I'm like, why can't, and I was like, oh, it's because I'm older, right? Because I'm 47. I'm like, it's because I'm older. I can't lose the weight. There's no way around it. I'm going to have to go get a tummy tuck. And then somebody told me about this, and I was like, well, let me try it, because I've seen a lot of the before and after pictures. I'm like, I have to try it, because is that really going to happen for me? Let me check it out. And it did. And you could see, like, I've had people say, you've had a tummy tuck. No, and I don't even want it, like, to be under the knife. I'd be scared to death to do that. So no, I didn't need a tummy tuck. I just did the 60-hour fast. But I also do the intermittent fasting every day, right? Monday through Friday. So the 16-8, right? You stop eating at 8 p.m. and then I don't eat again till 12 noon the next day. But if you're having ketones in the morning, you're drinking that in your water, and you're like, I have the keto cream, right? I've shown this, the keto cream. These are the 2 flavors I have right now, if you're interested in trying. So I had the pumpkin spice, which I ordered more because they're phasing this one out. And then I had the peppermint mocha, which is sold out now. Because this has collagen, it has MCT oil, so this is good for your hair, your nails, your skin. The MCT oil, it's going to put you in ketosis. This does not have ketones in it, but it has the MCT oil, so it's going to put you in ketosis anyway, right? So I'll have this in the morning. I have my ketones in the water. I drink like 1 bottle, like one of these, a 16 ounce, right, in the morning. Then I'll have my coffee with one of these, and I'm good to go. I'm not even hungry at lunchtime. I'm not. I just kind of force myself to eat. And then after I think before I eat lunch, I'll have another one of these with the ketones. Like, I split my ketones. So if I have a package like one of these, I put half in one of these and the other half in another 16 ounce. So I'm conserving this. I don't need to put, it's too sweet. You put all this in one 16 ounce bottle. For me, it's just too sweet. So I split it up. I'll do in here and then another bottle of 16 ounce. And then after lunch, I'll do the caffeine free. But you don't need to do 2 a day. You'd start out with 1, you know? And then I'll do like half the caffeine free and another 16 ounce, and then the other half in another 16 ounce bottle of water. I drink 5 bottles of water a day because I need to be drinking half my body weight. So if you're not doing that, and it might be causing you to stall, okay? And I have a lot of flavors, like, so I got the 10-day, which has 20 flavors in it. And I think I'm probably gonna do maybe a 10-day challenge over spring break. I think that would be cool. Like, if we did that together, we did the 10-day challenge, and I do like a meal plan for us, and like, what are your goals? Maybe do measurements, right? You could do your measurements, weigh yourself at the beginning of the 10 days, and then weigh yourself at the end of the 10 days. I think that would be a fantastic idea. And then that will get you motivated to really want to do the reboot, the 60-hour reboot. And I want to tell you that I have all these flavors. So if you're interested, and I think I put that in there. Oh, look at all these flavors I have on. Bam, I just got these, a lot of them yesterday. Bam. So I've got the hard tart. This one's really good. Okay, there's a reflection there. Raspberry lemonade, very delicious. Lime thyme, that's the one I'm drinking today. True Passion, this is the one that tastes like mango. I also bought the mango flavor that was on clearance yesterday, so I'm curious to try that one. Strawberry Peach. And then Palm Berry, this came out for Christmas. This is my favorite. I love it so much. My favorite. And then for the keto creams, I have the stuff that you put in your coffee. Like I said, I have the pumpkin spice. I have the peppermint mocha. And then I also have the broth. The broth I put in coffee, it's the salted caramel. I put that in my coffee and I blend it. This one has ketones, so this one's gonna give you energy and you're gonna burn fat, all right? That's it. All right, so if you have any questions, hi Sherry, if you have any questions, you can always comment below any of my posts, or you can private message me. If you're interested in getting one of these sampler packs, like I'll put it in a little, a cute little bag for you, like a 5-pack or a 7-pack or a 10-pack. Before you buy something like this, to try it, like to see what the flavor is like, because it has no sugar, right? I think that they put I can't say the word, erythritol. I think I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. So if you're curious and trying any of those flavors, I did put a post with a picture of all the flavors that I have. So you could pick and choose what flavors you want, and I could put it in a pack for you. I sent out some today, yes. I was sending some out today before the post office closed. They closed at noon today, and there was a long line of people, but I got it out. I got them out. So I just wanted to let you know what keto is, what ketosis is. I told you what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating. I have meal plans in my group. I post recipes, and they're usually in the guide section. And like I said, if you have any questions, I'm here, I'm available. You can post in you can comment below any of my posts, or you could private message me, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Saturday. If I don't see you, have a great weekend. Bye.